që tu e një.
Përshëndetje për të gjithë, ju kishëm lutur të vizon vendet se për pak fillu.
Test. Hello, everybody. We are first, thank you very much for inviting us. We are a small group of musicians from Shtima called Balkan Band, and the members of the team are Naz Latifi on drums, but today he's going to play Kahan, Isasha Shvar on bass, and me, Danis Shala, on guitar and vocal. So for today, we prepared two songs for you, one by Rita Ora and one by Jormet. Hope you like it.
Kujtimet mbulojnë mendja, rënqethem në vetmi. Më duke të shoh ty, buzëqeshëm tënë dhe zërin tënë. Ura mi sjellera, shikimin tënë, buzët e tua, mi shëndrit pranvera. Të ecë nga daljen e vërqel, sigur t'ishe zonën, e më tënde të zënjera, duke të shoh ty. Your song got me feeling like I don't wanna hear sad songs anymore. Only wanna hear love song. I found my heart up in this place tonight. Don't wanna hear sad songs anymore. Only wanna sing your song. 'Cause your song got me feeling like I don't wanna hear sad songs anymore. Only wanna hear love song. I found my heart up in this place tonight. Don't wanna hear mad songs anymore. Only wanna sing your song. 'Cause your song got me feeling like I'm in love. 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 Yeah, you know your song got me feeling like
Hello everyone. Thank you Balkan Band for this extraordinary performance. Distinguished guests, Honorable Vice President of LDA Balkan and Executive Director of LDA Balkan Kosovo branch, Mr. Cendrem Hoxha, Honorable President of LDA Balkan, Mr. Marilo Meta, distinguished representatives of state institutions, honored speakers, honored guests, honored youth, the staff of LDA conference, and the virtual audience as well. Welcome to the first edition of the DREAMin Kosovo conference. DREAMin Kosovo is a community-led Salesforce conference designed to bring relevant content, training, and opportunity right to Balkan. Our vision is to empower Salesforce-led youth by cooperating through education, networking, and knowledge sharing to enhance a more professional and successful workforce. Our values are empowerment through collaboration by knowledge sharing, networking, promoting innovation, and persistent talent improvement. Trust and integrity to be stronger by building trust and growing with integrity. Inclusive leadership to grow higher and happier by leading with equality. To leave room for the official opening of the conference, allow me to invite in front of you the CEO of LDA Balkan branch in Kosovo, Salesforce community leader, Mr. Cendrem Hoxha.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much, Vanessa. Honorable President of the organization, Marilo, honorable members of the Parliament of the Republic of Kosovo, Eliza and Fitem, honorable Speaker of the Student Parliament of the Public University of Pristina, Erbilin, dear speakers, dear participants from our branches from Albania, Northern Macedonia, Montenegro and Preševa Valley. Dear virtual audience that you are with us through the Zoom platform, and all of you who are following us in live stream in our media and TV channels. Honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the International Conference DREAMin Kosovo. I cannot hide the fact how happy I am today that in my beloved country Kosovo we are holding a conference like this, similar to those being held in different countries of the world. This event is giving young people in Kosovo the opportunity to gain information about different companies and programs for which they will be able to develop their professional skills. This is the first year that we have won the exclusive right to bring to our country one of the most important events in the world of technology and innovation. Thanks to the cooperation with the prestigious American company Salesforce and Trailblazer Community Group. The speakers we have chosen for you have a success story, and with their presentation, I believe that they will help you in the work you do and will motivate you to continue your professional development. Remember, DREAMin is not a common conference like others. In fact, it is very special because it is a profiler. As LDA and as a Trailblazer Community Group, we will continue to organize various international events in our country. And of course, the DREAMin Conference in all areas, which I wish and hope to organize only with physical presence, here in the hall from the country's variant and audience without the need for virtual connection. Finally, before passing the word to Roba Mehmeti, the person who was ready at any time to help with any work to organize the conference, I want to thank our collaborator from the company, Salesforce, Mrs. Mallory, who helped us a lot in organizing the event. So, thank you very much, Mallory. Roba, now the word is for you. Thank you, and enjoy.
Hi to all. Thank you for being here today. Thank you, CEO. First, I want to say that I'm very happy and honored to be in the directing and management team of the DREAMin Kosovo conference. It was a very good experience for me to be part of this team. During these times, I learned a lot, met new friends and collaborators from Salesforce, from Trailblazer Community Group, and so I have to thank Chandrim for this opportunity, knowing that this is the first time ever organizing such a conference in Kosovo. Today, in this DREAMin, we are all happy because the work and the commitment of each of us is crowned with a team success from which the beneficiaries will be young people and students. So please get the chance during the coffee breaks to network to the speakers and companies that we have invited here today, so you can get maybe a lifetime career opportunity. I'm feeling sorry for the virtual part of the conference that cannot be here today with us, but you can use social networks like LinkedIn and other platforms to stay connected. I can't wait to hear the speakers, what they have prepared for us. But before that, I want to thank the people that made possible this conference, that are our sponsors. Salesforce, Trailblazer Community Group, StartCons, Frutex, Golden Eagle, Meka Halal Food, Dot Balkan, Berisha Group, Drink Ceramics, Glass, Epoxy, Kickoff, also media sponsors, Illyria Press. Maybe during the check-in you saw that we are giving numbers. They are for the giveaway. So our giveaway sponsors are Trailblazer Community Group, Keyfinder 24, Bedria Demai LLC, Lonkis Food, Barileva Tourist, and Point Computers. Thank you again and have a nice day.
Thank you, Chandram, and thank you, Roba. We will start with a greeting video from our beloved Ms. Mallory Ranahan, and after that we will have a video from the Ministry of Culture, Youth and Sports.
Hello and good morning, everyone. My name is Mallory Ranahan, and I'm a community manager for the Trailblazer community here at Salesforce. And I'd like to welcome you all to the first ever Kosovo DREAMin event. What an exciting day, and I so wish I could be there with you in person, but I'm here in San Francisco and I'm sending you all my best wishes for a wonderful day ahead. I'd also like to share my gratitude to Chandram and Raba and the entire planning team for the tremendous effort that they put into this event. Thank you from all of us here on the Trailblazer community team, and congratulations for all your hard work. I know there are a lot of great speakers and content in store for you all today. So thank you for taking the time to be here. And I really hope that you will enjoy learning, enjoy connecting and making connections with your fellow trailblazers, and that you'll walk away today feeling inspired. So have fun, keep blazing trails, and I'll talk to you all soon. Hello and good morning, everyone. My name is Mallory.
Përshëndetje DREAMin Kosovo. Të dashur pjesëmarrës folës dhe organizatorë. Janë shumë mirë të kem mundësinë që të flas sot në konferencën tuaj. Shumë të rinj të Kosovës po tregojnë suksese në shkollë, universitet, po vijojnë trajnime e punëtori dhe po nisin iniciativa të përbashkëta me njëri tjetrin. Kjo është tetë pozitive. Dhe për ne si institucion qendror e kemi përgjegjësi dhe është në interes tonë shtetëror që t'ju përkrahim. Mënyra më e mirë për të bërë këtë është që të punojmë në përmirësimin socio-ekonomik të vendit tonë. Mënyrë që ju të keni sa më shumë mundësi për akcent dhe punësim. Platforma Salesforce është platformë që përdoret nga kompanitë të mëdha botërore. Ndërsa aftësimi juaj në Salesforce mund t'ju hap një mundësi të jashtëzakonshme brenda dhe jashtë Kosovës. Ka shumë të rinj që përmes teknologjisë po punojnë nga Kosova për kompani të huaja. Kjo është diçka tjetër e nevojshme edhe për juve për të zhvilluar si profesionistë të rinj, por edhe për shtetin tonë, që detyritë e juaja të eksportohen sa më shumë. Pavarësisht që në politikë shpesh është folur për rinjin, asnjëherë nuk ka pasur përpjekje të sinqertë për t'i prioritizuar ata në qeverisje. Grupimi më i madh i forcës aktive dhe forcës së aftë për punë në Kosovë janë të rinjt. Rinia është kapital njerëzor, e që shumë lehtë mund dhe duhet të kthehet në kapital ekonomik. Fuqia punëtore e Kosovës është e re dhe flet të paktën 2 gjuhë. Përfshirë shqipen dhe anglishtën e shumë shpesh edhe gjermanishtën. Pra, Kosova ka përparësi përmes fuqisë së saj punëtore dhe industritë të teknologjisë, informatikës, komunikimit e mediave, që janë sektore që po përjetojnë rritje shumë të shpejtë në nivelin global. Organizimi i konferencave si DREAMin Kosovo është hap në drejtimin e duhur për ne si shtet. Andaj, edhe një herë ju falenderoj dhe ju uroj shumë suksese në rrugtimin tuaj profesional.
Thank you, Ms. Mallory, and thank you to our ministry. Without wasting time, I would like to invite Ms. Eliza Hoja, member of Committee on Education, Science, Technology, Innovation, Culture and Sports, Assembly of the Republic of Kosovo, for her greeting speech.
Hello, everyone. It's very nice to be here with you, and besides being a member of the parliament, I would like first to tell you that I will more speak on my personal views on technology and this kind of events and the dreams of youth. I would like to thank Chandrin that invited me to be a part of this event, and I didn't prepare anything. I will just be spontaneous because I never say no to these kind of events. So, I will start by the name of the conference, which is really a catchy name, Kosovo DREAMin. And my generation and the dreams of my generation were the dreams for Kosovo, the dreams for being free to do what we want with our life, to make our own decisions, and to be free to move, to be free to decide for our education and what we want to do with our life. But the dream of the youngsters of the new Kosovo, the free Kosovo, are this, what we see today. Not for Kosovo, but dreams of Kosovo and for the world and of the world. Being connected today is a necessity, and yes, like it or not, we are, but we don't use many times technologies for our best to become of ourselves and for our environment and our society. Technologies actually shaped us in different ways, socially, environmentally, economically, changed the way of thinking, the way of working. And as for my generation, when we finished our school and we were prepared or we were searching to find a job. Today, you don't have to do that. You don't find a job. You create a job. You construct your own dream. You create your own job. You can be self-employed and you can stay where you want and you can work for whatever you want to. So this idea of staying in Kosovo, working for abroad, it's not new. It started in Kosovo earlier, but this event, this kind of event, it's very important to connect people more. And today we have different connection. I'm glad that we are here physically, some of us, finally, because of the pandemic. But also, I think this is a triple event going on, like here physically, also like directly, and people with videos and with Zooms, whatever. So like we have different kind of audiences at the same time and talking to different people from different points of view and different places. That's great. That's great. As for technology, I would like to say that as being an architect by profession, I hope that people of Kosovo will start thinking that that small box, which is a phone, from which we communicate, start using it also for having a better environment around us, and not just in Kosovo, but also throughout the world. Why? There was this case during the pandemic time when the telephone, the net, became our environment, our only environment. We couldn't go out of our homes. So we go to school, it was the phone, or the laptop. We go to work, so it's the laptop again. We talk, we have a theater play, and we see it only in the laptop or in our phone. So it's like the box within a box and within a box. The idea of feeling free, of moving, but not just physically. Now we can move, we can talk, and we can share virtually more and more. So the idea of using technology not just to benefit for our work, and our personal achievement, but also for addressing all the physical, environmental issues and other issues in the city areas that we deal with every day. Why I'm telling this is because that recently the technologies can be used also to detect different problems that we have, to monitor it, and to create more smart environments. And to do that, we have to work more towards that. So this idea of bringing people together, connecting, finding new jobs, new perspectives, new ideas, I love it. And don't stop with this, since it's the first one. Please, that should be a promise of the organizers and this technological community in Kosovo and in the region and throughout the world. So I wanna just say again, thank you for starting this in Kosovo also. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you to all of them who are with us virtually. And yes, dream big. Don't be afraid to dream. Have courage to make your dreams come true. Even if you fall, wake up again, stand up again, and continue. And yes, share, care, and more love to everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Eliza, for your speech, spontaneous but truly inspiring. I would like to invite Fitim Uka, a member of Committee on Education, Science, Technology, Innovation, Culture and Sports, Assembly of the Republic of Kosovo.
So, thank you very much for inviting me. It's a great pleasure to be here today, and congratulations for your amazing event. It's been a while that I haven't talked in English, and this reminds me that we were in this COVID-19 crisis and locked down for a long time. And yeah, we used to talk a lot in Parliament, and I'm pretty sure that people get bored sometimes. So I thought that it's better listening today and learning something from you than talking, but you honored me with this invitation, so I'm not gonna lose this opportunity. So I'll start with the name of the conference, just like Eliza did, even though we do not agree very often in Parliament, but here it's a totally different environment. So the conference is called DREAMin, and I really hope that your dreams today is gonna be the reality of us tomorrow. Because conferences like this are ideal environment to exchange ideas, but also to disagree with each other. Because when we disagree, we get to know that something that we believed yesterday might be a lie. So yesterday's truth might be biggest lie tomorrow. So this is possible to understand only when we invest in conferences, only when we debate, we exchange ideas, and we find out whether what we believe was the truth or not. Yesterday, I used to talk in Parliament, especially for the education and the need for more investment in technology. And I think that COVID-19 gave us a great lesson that we should not think about technology and education only when a crisis will come, but we should get prepared for that. So I see this conference and its value on this direction as well, because we're going to talk about how to understand and get better prepared for crises like this. People used to say that technology and education are the future. So I think that technology is also the reality that we are living today. So we should start preparing for tomorrow's, but we need to understand that technology and education are strongly connected, and we should learn from the experiences that we had during COVID-19 crisis. Also, people used to say that tomorrow will be the time when youth will experience great opportunities. But I think that we should start from now. You are yesterday's, today's, and tomorrow's of this country. Kosovo is rich, and I deny to admit that Kosovo is low-income country, as people used to call us in every single research. It is rich because it has great potential, youth potential, and I hope that you are going to use that potential in order to change not only Kosovo's reality, but also worldwide. So thank you very much once more for inviting me today. It's a great pleasure to be here, and I hope that you're going to have a fruitful conference and recommendations for the institutions, which at the end of the day are going to be tomorrow's policies. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Fitem. I would like to invite Erblin Hoca, President of the Student Parliament, Public University of Pristina.
Dear participants and members of this DREAMin conference, first of all, thank you for having me. It is such a pleasure to be here in front of you, and also very important and delicate task for me, because after all I am representing an important actor of the society, the students and their needs. Being a member of society in these times, consequently, means being a technology advocate. We shall be grateful for living in a world where technology is seeing its peak and basically fulfilling our everyday needs. Technology in general, but especially information technology, is and always has been one of the most important scope where Kosovo's youth has shown interest and also success. Our youth, our students, are always on seek of interesting and elevating opportunities to show their capacity, their capabilities, and their potential. I think this conference has quite the impact of informing us on this regard, but also leaves much more space for the leaders to actually consider their potential and incorporate it, which will undoubtedly affect on the improvement of their company's overall capability, but also help students on encountering and discovering new experiences in midst of these qualified and intellectual people. Opportunities and information coming from prestigious companies such as Salesforce are very appreciated, which I am sure is probably the intended goal of so many youngsters. We do value innovation, we do value opportunities. That's what we aim and require. Thank you.
Thank you to our guests for their speeches. We would like to continue with the presentation of Salesforce community with the following speakers. I would like to invite Mr. Marilo Meta, President of LDA Balkan and Salesforce Community Leader Albania, the power of Trailblazer community.
Greetings everyone. Dear distinguished guests, it's a great pleasure to be here to the Kosovo DREAMin for the first time ever. So we are very proud, the Albanian community, Trailblazer community, is very proud for Kosovo Trailblazer community organizing this huge event here in Pristina, Kosovo. I want to thank my colleague, Shëndim Hoxha, for making this possible, and with his team for making this event glorious in these difficult times. So I don't want to waste more time doing the welcome speech after my colleague. I just want to present the power of the Trailblazer community. You are here, you are in a conference now. The conference is made by the Trailblazer community. You are part of the Trailblazer community of Kosovo. So let's see the power of this community. Go next. Okay, this is a presentation, this is me, and as the president and founder of LDA Balkan, and in the same time leader of Salesforce Trailblazer community in Albania, I want to present here the organization, our partnership, and the Trailblazer community in Albania, and the power we gain from this partnership. And this power in Albania and Kosovo is utilized for all of you. Go next. This is the first part. I just said it before. Thank you everyone for being here, and you are part of the Trailblazer community, and let's say you are part, Kosovo is part now with 100 and more countries all around the world being part of this Trailblazer community, amazing one. Welcome, and let's succeed together. So Trailblazer community is about learning, it's about giving back, it's about sharing, it's about having fun together. This is a video. Can you press the video slide to open? Maybe no internet. Okay, go ahead. You can check on YouTube. Power of the Trailblazer community. Okay, you may go next. Okay, this is a slide made by me, and so let's meet Trailblazers like you. Let's build network, have fun, and foster technology innovation. As my colleague Shëndim said, Kosovo DREAMin is doing an amazing job internationally, worldwide, by fostering technology innovation from Kosovo everywhere and getting the best practice from Salesforce, the first worldwide CRM, and bringing here to Kosovo and other companies. So so far we have 1,000 plus community groups all around the world. Kosovo is being part of this. We have 85 plus countries with the presence of Salesforce Trailblazer community. We have 300 plus meetings per month. Shëndim is doing a great job organizing every month a meeting here in Kosovo with the community, and we have 1,500 plus community group leaders. You have here in this stage, in this venue, you have 4 plus community leaders from Albania and Kosovo for now. And it's a great pleasure to have other community leaders watching us live right now from all around the world, as I got some text messages from India, Philippines, and other countries. They said amazing job doing Kosovo right now. You may go next. Okay, the power of the Trailblazer community. I was talking about Salesforce. Salesforce, you know, the company, first CRM, a great platform using every company around the world. USA, in EU is very used right now. And what is the Trailblazer? What does the Trailblazer community mean? So it's a community made by people. These people are passionate, motivated people who are eager to learn more and to share more. So it's a community made by you. You are a young professional who wants to learn more and to share more with each other. Okay, this is the good one. So the power of the Trailblazer community. As you may see, Salesforce has provided a lot of opportunities, so you can use it to connect with each other, have fun, engage, and share. So you have the, community groups on Twitter, you have collaboration groups and Ohana Slacks, you have blog, podcasts, you have community social events, you have community official events as Salesforce official event as like this. You have different other conferences, Ohana Slacks and other tools you can use to be part of this amazing community. Go next. Okay, this is a slide made by 4 points why you should join the Trailblazer community. So with the Salesforce Trailblazer community, it empowers you, it empowers your potential, it empowers your capacity and your innovation. So you will be part of this and you will see how it will change and shape your work opportunities. It will build new connection, best practices, and a great professional network. I can truly say this because I have been part of Dreamforce San Francisco for 2 annual years, and it was an amazing, amazing network with 15,000 and more people all around the world being there and sharing their best practices, their work, and their opportunities. So you get connected, connecting people with ideas, and people with opportunities. You will use this. And sharing knowledge, experiences, and weirdness. Go next. Okay, this what others say about the Trailblazer community. You are now here, you are looking at these slides, you are here in this conference, and but what other people who joined, let's say 8 years ago or 5 years ago who joined the community. So they say about the community, they have, with the company, they're working, let's say there are thousands of companies working with this platform, Salesforce. And you in your position as a finance manager, let's say IT developer or different other position, you may have architect, and then you may have different issues. You want to solve something, or your manager asking you to do something you don't know. You have the community for this. You can use the community to get what you want and to learn more about that. So you can do a good job to your manager, to your director, and other. Okay? So the community participation helps develop the careers. There are other presentations, as Dorian and other leaders who will present more in technical part. But you can see here, for example, let's have 73%. It helps build my professional network, is saying by the community members. So you have a great opportunity to use this Trailblazer community for different parts. Go next. The community participation is saying also it helps me discover new production and solutions. So the Salesforce, the other leaders who present, has an app exchange who has a different lot of production features, and these apps are used by companies and worldwide. And these companies share their opportunities, their products, their apps. And with the Trailblazer community, it will help you discover new products, new solutions for your company you are working on. It helps you innovate, and it helps you share, it helps you return investment on Salesforce, and etc. It helps a lot, actually. Go next. This is the Albanian DREAMin in 2020, and Albanian DREAMin 2 weeks ago in 2021. It was a great opportunity for young people, young professionals being part here, and Kosova and my colleague Shandaim with his team has been part of the both Albanian DREAMin conference, and I'm happy to say he initiated this amazing conference now in Kosovo, and I want to see this conference happening every year by Shandaim and his team. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Marillo. Before we continue with our next speaker, we would like to excuse Mr. Fitim because duty calls. Thank you for your presence. I would like to invite Ridi Dedoace, Salesforce developer at StartCons, with a presentation, A Day in the Life of a Salesforce Developer. say that my slides are not nearly as fancy as Marillo's, but I hope you understand something from this. And second of all, hi, and thank you for inviting me, LDA, and thank you all for being here, of course, here and online also. So I'm going to talk a little bit about myself. I'm Rita. I studied computer science at the University of Pristina, and how I discovered Salesforce is just one of my teachers told me to apply in a company that does Salesforce. And I was like, no, I don't really do sales. I never sold anything in my life, so it's not in my field of interest. But that was only before I started doing some research on Salesforce and understood that it's way more than that. It's not just a sales tool. It helps you grow your business while not growing your complexity. And FYI, for a day of my life, I'm just gonna try to keep everything very simple, because really my goal here is for you to understand more about Salesforce and be a little bit curious and go and do some research. Just basically did what I did a year ago when I got the job at StartCons as a Salesforce developer. And for maybe company owners, to see how Salesforce can help their companies and build their businesses in a very different way. With that being said, I'm gonna explain a not so hectic day in my in the office, where I usually go in the office at around 8 to 9, and it really depends on how much my dog wanted to walk that morning. But after that, I check my emails, my Salesforce notifications, if somebody's waiting for any information that I could give, so they are not blocked anymore, and I make sure that everything can wait for the couple of minutes so I can drink my morning coffee with the team. And after that, we have our weekly kickoff meeting where we discuss what we did wrong the previous week, what we will improve next week, and basically to be sure that everyone has a clear but a throughout agenda for the next week, and to be sure that everyone has a bit of free time to do a couple of badges on the trailhead, because it's as Marillo said, it's a very nice platform where you can learn. And when I finish my kickoff meeting, we jump in our task. I'm currently working on a task that does integration between other customer relationship management tools. This one is Microsoft Navision Dynamics. And both products, meaning Salesforce and Microsoft Navision, have the same goal. And every CRM has the same goal: increasing to keep track of everything, and how different CRMs differ from each other, and they're different from each other, is how they choose to keep that information, to keep the database clean. They both provide tools, they automate tasks, they consolidate customer information, they maximize leads. But one of them does it better than the other. So you can assume which one is that. And both Salesforce grows your business, I said it before, and not the complexity, while with the help of Sales Cloud, making sales groups more effective. With the help of the Marketing Cloud, generating better leads. With the help of Service Cloud, they provide excellent customer service. By the way, leads are just hopefully soon to be clients, but not yet clients. And they create intelligent, unified experiences across all channels with the Commerce Cloud. So now back to the task, because I wanted to explain more about the customer relationship management, which the Salesforce does. And important for the CRMs is to understand that every company that sells something to someone uses some type of CRM. For example, my nail artist uses a small notebook. A local tech shop uses some kind of spreadsheet, Excel, hopefully. And if they go bigger, they grow more successful, they should invest in Salesforce and get their money back as soon as maybe a couple of months. And Salesforce makes it easy for you to get the information you need with Sales Cloud, to sell as a team, collaborate, and from first contact to the final handshake, which is as a consulting company, as start consulting company, this is what we want. Salesforce makes it easy for you to deliver world-class customer service, where to increase agents' productivity and resolve issues fast to keep customers truly satisfied with the help of the Service Cloud. And an example, so maybe you can understand better, because I know a lot of people here don't know Salesforce, and my goal here is just to keep your mind interested. But if you have with the help of Salesforce, you can have your salespeople go out there and just sell, which is what they do, and they don't have to make reports for their manager, for example, because Salesforce does it for them. And this is what Salesforce helps. This is how Salesforce helps companies grow their businesses. Another example is, when you can create a very easy report on leads and see you didn't get any leads from Facebook ads, for example. And the smart thing to do is cut Facebook ads and spend that money elsewhere, because they deserve a better place. No shade to Facebook, I love Facebook, but sometimes they don't generate leads. So that client wanted for Salesforce to be the main CRM tool. So every customer that they add in Salesforce, or every contact that they add in Salesforce, to be in the Navision interface, because they were used to that. And we implemented that while modifying their processes, their methods on validating the end user data, so the integration will go smoothly, the data will be clean, and the client is happy, which is, again, for us as a consulting company, it's our main ultimate goal. I would really love to do a live demo to see how I add accounts and contacts in Salesforce, and to see how they got transformed into Navision, but unfortunately I can't, and you just have to trust me that the records I create in Salesforce were created in Navision too. You can go into, every record added in Salesforce, you cannot see the letters very much, but because, as I said, not as fancy, but every record added in Salesforce to be added in Navision, that was the goal. This is can you go back a slide? Yeah, this is the user interface of the Salesforce. So you can see account name. I named it DREAMin Code. A lot of fields here are standard fields. Most of them are standard. A little bit of them are custom. And the same account, next slide, was created in Navision. And along with that account that I created, a record of a custom object got created, where it stores the integration information. Next slide, where you don't see anything here, but it's fine. I'm going to explain it to you. You can see a response XML, which is this big text here. You can see the log status of hopefully success. You can see a response code of hopefully 201 or 200, a response status of created or updated, an error of hopefully empty, and it's going to be empty because we created so many validation of data, so the end user is required to put the right data here. Another type of, so this was the first task that I chose to tell you. Another type of task is we say internal tasks, but are things that we do for our own company, not external companies that we work for. Next slide. This is the task that our COO gave to me, and it says, as COO, I want to see a project burn down chart on the project so I can always see where we are against the budget. So are we working more than are we expected? Are we working less? Do we need to be better at it. And the acceptance, he included for me some examples, acceptance criteria, and I created a solution for him. With these kind of tasks, I usually open an Excel sheet. I love Excel. I use it a lot, and I visualize so I can see better how the process is, and I can give a better hour estimation because I'm required to do that sometimes. You can, yeah? This is the Excel sheet I created. I have a start date, an end date. I calculated total days, total hours, and I drew the chart where the linear line is the ideal time that we are supposed to work in that project, but of course it's not possible every day to work, for example, for 5 hours in a project, because sometimes it's not ideal. And the red line, it is the actual time that we worked on a project. And in Salesforce, next slide. In Salesforce, it got like this. This is it got in Salesforce, it looks like this, basically. So that is because we needed that. So our task giver, in this case our COO, knows when the project is, when we're burning too much budget, when we're burning less budget than we should, and this helps with that. So yeah, that's my presentation. I hope you understood something at least. And for any questions, I'm able to answer them anytime, not just here. Thank you again, and I expect questions.
Thank you, Reed. We will now have Arnora Berisha with the artistic performance.
And today it's my pleasure to be here to perform for Kosovo DREAMin. Is
Thank you, Arnora, for this performance. I would like to invite Professor Sedat Baralio and Valeria Cola to award the certificates for the panelists. Thank you to the professor for awarding the certificates. We have reached the end of the first part, and we would like to invite everyone for a short coffee break.